All right, folks, imagine this. You're digging through your car's cup holder, looking for some loose change to pay for a coffee. And BM, you find a regular looking penny. Nothing special. But what if I told you that penny could be worth $1.80 million? Yep, I'm talking about the elusive 2001 no mint Mark Lincoln penny, a tiny little copper-coated wonder that could change your life. Sounds crazy, right? A penny worth more than a mansion? But here's the deal. This is no ordinary penny. Today, I'm breaking down why this coin is so valuable, how to spot one, and where to sell it if you hit the jackpot. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you might be sprinting to your coin jar faster than a kid to the ice cream truck. And hey, if you love coins worth crazy money, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I got plenty more treasure hunting secrets coming your way. So, how did a humble 2001 Lincoln penny end up being worth more than a Ferrari? Here's where it gets interesting. This particular penny was struck without a mint mark, meaning it's missing that little D or P that tells you where it was made. Normally, no big deal, right? But in this rare case, something unusual happened at the mint. Possibly an error, possibly a test strike that somehow escaped into circulation. Now, these aren't just any missing mint mark pennies. There's a specific variety with a unique doubling effect that experts believe makes it one of the rarest error coins in U.S. history. And that's why it's fetching nearly $2 million at auction. Now, before you go dumping your penny jar onto the kitchen table, let's talk key details. Look just under the date on the penny. If there's no P or D, you might have something special. Grab a magnifying glass or use your phone zoom. The rarest version of this coin has a slight doubling effect, especially on Lincoln's face and the words "Liberty" and "In God We Trust." Condition matters. A high-grade version of this penny is what brings in the big bucks. If it's scratched up or worn down, it might still be worth something, but not $1.80 million now. If you find one that checks these boxes, do not spend it. Seriously, don't be that guy who accidentally buys a pack of gum with $1 million coin. Instead, you want to get professionally graded and authenticated ASAP. Back in the day, before I knew what I was doing with coin collecting, I had a jar full of old pennies. One day, I was going through them, and I found a 1992 penny with a weird-looking close AM on the back. I thought, neat, but didn't think much of it. I took it to the bank and cashed in the whole jar for face value. Want to guess what I found out later? That 1992 close AM penny was worth over $20,000. $20,000, and I had just given it away for a measly 50 cents. Lesson learned: always check your change before you cash it in. Let's say you strike gold. What do you cash in? Here's where you can sell a rare 2001 no mint Mark Lincoln penny. Heritage auctions and Stacks Bowers are the big league for high-value coins. Online marketplaces, eBay, but only if you've had it authenticated by PCGS or NGC. A reputable dealer can help you get top dollar. But remember, don't clean your coin. Collectors want them in their natural state, so scrubbing it with soap and water could drop the value big time. That a 2001 no mint Mark Lincoln penny just sold for $1.8 million. And there could be more out there waiting to be found. It's got no mint mark, possible doubling, and could be sitting in your pocket right now. What's the coolest coin you've ever found in your change? Drop it in the comments below. And if you're serious about finding coins worth big money, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss my next video. You're digging through some loose change in your car, looking for a few cents to cover that extra bit of tax on your coffee. In BM, you spot an ordinary-looking penny. No big deal, right? Except, what if I told you that very penny could be worth a staggering $1.90 million? Yeah, you heard me right. A simple 1994 Lincoln penny, no mint mark, and boom, life-changing money. This isn't some fairy tale or a collector's myth. It's real, and today we're diving deep into why this coin is so valuable, what to look for, and how you might have one hiding in your couch cushions right now. And hey, if you've ever thought, it's just a penny, who cares? Well, by the end of this video, you might just start checking every single one you find. Trust me, I learned that the hard way. All right, let's break this down step by step. First, what exactly is a 1994 no mint Mark Lincoln penny, and why is it making collectors lose their minds? The 1994 Lincoln penny was supposed to have been minted at either Philadelphia, which usually is no mint mark, Denver, with a D, or San Francisco, with an S for proof coins. But the one we're talking about? This bad boy was minted completely by mistake. A freak accident in the world of coin production. Somehow, a tiny batch of these pennies was struck with an ultra-rare minting error, making them incredibly scarce. Think about it. There are billions of pennies out there, but this particular error is so rare that only a handful have been found. And collectors? They're willing to pay ridiculous amounts to get their hands on one. Now, don't get confused. Most pennies minted in Philadelphia don't have a mint mark, but this one has specific characteristics we'll get into. These rare pennies were struck on a slightly different planchet, making them weigh just a fraction off from regular pennies. A scale is your best friend here. Some of these coins also have doubling in the lettering or a slight off-center strike. That's extra bonus money right there. Now, let me tell you about the time I almost had a heart attack over a penny. A few years ago, I was going through a jar of coins, the one everyone is sitting in their kitchen. I came across a 1994 penny with no mint mark, and my heart skipped a beat that I grabbed my magnifying glass, checked it against online photos, and started calculating all the ways I was going to spend my millions. First-class flights, a mansion, a lifetime supply of tacos, but then reality hit. Turns out, I had just a regular old Philly minted penny. No error, no rare planchet, nothing, just 1 cent. I sat there staring at it like it had personally betrayed me. The lesson? Always double check. And don't start planning your dream vacation until an expert confirms it. So, let's say you actually do find one of these rare 1994 pennies. What now? Don't just trust your eyes. Send it to a professional grading service like PENNIES or NGC. Coins like this go for the big bucks at high-end auctions. That's where the serious collectors with deep pockets hang out. I know. You want it to look its best, but cleaning a coin actually lowers its value. Just leave it as is. So, next time you get a penny in your change, don't just toss it aside. Take a second. Check it out, because that 1 cent could be worth $1.9 million. And who wouldn't want to turn pocket change into a fortune? And hey, if you love learning about coins that could make you rich, hit that subscribe button. I've got plenty more stories, tips, and coin hunting strategies coming your way. Who knows? Maybe your next find will be worth even more. All right, folks, imagine this. You're at the gas station, you drop some change, and a little copper coin rolls away. You barely give it second thought because, hey, it's just a penny, right? Wrong. That little coin could be worth $2 million. Yes, you heard me right. $2 million. Today, we're talking about the 2014 no mint mark Lincoln penny that's sending collectors into a frenzy. How did this everyday coin turn into a millionaire maker? Could you have one sitting in your couch cushions? And most importantly, how do you cash in if you find one? Stick around because we're diving deep into all of that. Plus, I'll share a little story about a time I nearly threw away a valuable coin. I still have nightmares. Make sure to hit that subscribe button because I bring you the best insider tips on coins worth money every week. You don't want to miss out on the next big find. First off, let's break down why this penny is making headlines. In 2014, the Philadelphia Mint produced Lincoln pennies without a mint mark, as usual. Nothing new there. But here's the kicker. A tiny batch had a major error that sent their value skyrocketing. Some of these pennies were struck on the wrong planchet, meaning they weren't made with the typical copper-plated zinc composition. Instead, they were accidentally struck on older bronze planchets, left over from previous years. The difference, that tiny weight difference, makes all the difference in the world. If you have one of these rare error coins, congratulations. You just found yourself a ticket to a $2 million payday. Now, before you start emptying your piggy bank all over the floor, let's go over how to check if your 2014 penny is the one. If there's a little D or S under the year, sorry, buddy, no jackpot for you. But if it's blank, keep going. Grab a jeweler's scale or borrow one from Buddy. If your penny weighs 3.1 grams instead of 2.5 grams, you might be holding a fortune. The bronze version isn't magnetic. If it sticks to a magnet, it's a fake. The error pennies have a slightly different copper tone than regular 2014 pennies. If yours has a deep red or brown hue, that's another clue. Let me tell you a quick story. A few years back, I was going through my spare change, just casually tossing out the junk coins. Then, I noticed one looked a little different, an old wheat penny from 1943. I almost threw it in the coin jar, but something told me to check. Turns out, it was a rare steel penny worth hundreds of dollars. Ever since then, I check every penny before letting it go. Lesson learned, never underestimate pocket change. So, back to the 2014 no mint mark penny. How much is it worth today? If it's in average circulated condition, it might fetch a few hundred to a couple $1,000s. If it's an uncirculated condition, you're looking at six figures easy. The rarest, most pristine ones have sold at auction for up to $2 million. Imagine turning a 1-cent coin into life-changing money. Now, if you think you've got the real deal, here's what to do next. Send it to PCGS or NGC, the top coin grading services. They'll authenticate it and assign a grade, which determines its value. Big names like Heritage Auctions or Stax Bowers specialize in rare coins and can get you top dollar. Trust me, they'll lowball you hard. You don't want to sell a $2 million coin for $200, right? Places like CoinTalk and the PCGS forums have expert collectors who can help confirm if you've struck gold, or, in this case, bronze. Check your change, weigh your pennies, and never take a small coin for granted. That 2014 Lincoln penny in your pocket could be worth millions. And wouldn't that be the greatest story to tell? If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about hidden gems in your pocket change, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. I post weekly videos on coins worth money and smart coin collecting strategies, so you never miss out on the next big find. And hey, leave a comment below. What's the coolest or most valuable coin you've ever found? I'd love to hear your stories. All right, folks, imagine this. You're sorting through your pocket change, maybe grabbing a penny to scratch off a lottery ticket, and boom, you realize you're holding a rare 1968 Lincoln penny that could be worth over $2.1 million. Sounds like a dream, right? But guess what? It's real. Where we talk about coins worth money and how you might be sitting on a hidden fortune without even knowing it. Today, we're diving into the legendary 1968 no mint mark Lincoln penny, a coin so rare and valuable that collectors would sell their grandmothers, okay, maybe just their car, to get their hands on one. And stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for, where to find one, and how much collectors are actually paying for this ultra-rare penny.so. Why is this penny so valuable? Normally, pennies minted in Philadelphia don't have a mint mark, right? That's standard. But in 1968, the U.S. Mint was only supposed to produce Philadelphia pennies with a mint mark, meaning all pennies from that year should have a small D for Denver or S for San Francisco. But somewhere along the line, a few coins were struck without a mint mark, and that's where the magic happens. These coins were never meant to exist, making them incredibly rare. It's like finding a ticket to a concert that never happened, only way more valuable and way less disappointing. Theories are floating around about how this error occurred. Some say it was a simple mistake. A mint worker forgot to apply the mint mark punch to a batch of dies. Others believe it was intentional, a rare test strike that somehow made it into circulation. And speaking of weird mistakes, let me tell you about the time I accidentally spent a rare coin a few years ago. I was totally unaware of coin values. I found an old penny in my dad's drawer, thought, cool, this is probably worth like $1, and used it to buy a pack of gum. Fast forward a few weeks, I saw a video talking about a rare 1909 SVDB Lincoln cent, which, surprise, surprise, looked just like the penny I had spent that I checked with my dad. And yep, it was gone. I had literally chewed away hundreds of dollars at this. Oh yeah. Ever since then, I check every single coin before I spend it. And you should too, because what if that 1968 penny is sitting in your jar of spare change? Now, let's talk numbers. Recently, a verified 1968 no mint mark Lincoln penny in pristine condition sold for $2.1 million at auction. And even if yours isn't in top condition, it could still fetch tens of thousands of dollars. Look for a 1968 penny with NO mint mark. If you see a D or S, it's not the one. Examine it under a magnifying glass. Small errors can mean big money. Get it authenticated. Take it to a professional grader like PCGS or NGC. Because if you do have one, you don't want to sell it for a few bucks at a flea market. Think again. These coins could be lurking in your old piggy bank, junk drawer, or even in an inherited coin collection from a relative. Check your grandparents' stash. They might unknowingly be sitting on a gold mine. The 1968 no mint mark Lincoln penny is one of the rarest and most valuable pennies out there, with a whopping $2.1 million price tag. It was a minting mistake, but one that turned into a collector's dream. Go dig through your change jar, check those old penny rolls, and see if you got a winner. If you do, well, let's just say you owe me a coffee. And before you go, don't forget to subscribe for more tips on coins worth serious money and strategies to grow your collection. Hit that like button if you enjoyed this video, and let me know in the comments, what's the most valuable coin you've ever found? You're sifting through your pocket change, and suddenly, you stumble upon a penny worth a whopping $2.1 million. Sounds like a dream, right? Well, let's dive into the fascinating world of the 2003 no mint mark Abraham Lincoln penny and uncover the truth behind its legendary value, where we explore the hidden treasures jingling in your pockets. Today, we're tackling a tale that's been making the rounds. The elusive 2003 Lincoln penny without a mint mark, rumored to be worth millions. Is it fact or just a numismatic fairy tale? Grab your magnifying glasses and let's find out. First things first, let's talk about the 2003 Lincoln penny. These pennies were minted in Philadelphia, which traditionally doesn't use a mint mark on its coins. So, if you have a 2003 penny without a mint mark, congratulations. You have a standard issue from the city of brotherly love. But before you start planning your retirement, let's delve deeper. You might be wondering why all the buzz about this common coin. The numismatic world is filled with stories of rare coins fetching astronomical prices, like the 1909 SVB Lincoln cent, which had a mintage of only 484,000 and is considered a key date for collectors. Such tales often lead to misconceptions about other coins, including our 2003 penny. During World War II, pennies were made from steel to conserve copper. However, a few copper pennies from 1943 mistakenly entered circulation. One of these rarities fetched over $500,000 at auction. A minting error caused a noticeable doubling of the date and lettering. These coins can sell for tens of thousands of dollars, depending on their condition. Unlike these rare specimens, the 2003 no mint mark penny doesn't have any known errors or low mintage figures to boost its value. In fact, billions were produced, making it a common coin with a face value of, drumroll, please, 1 cent. Let me share a little story. A few years back, I found a shiny penny from 2003 and thought, could this be the jackpot? I rushed to my local coin dealer, heart pounding with excitement. He took one look and said, nice penny, worth exactly 1 cent. We had a good laugh, and I walked away with a newfound appreciation for coin collecting and a reminder to do my homework. So, what's the moral of the story? Not every old or unusual coin is a hidden treasure. The value comes from rarity, demand, and unique characteristics. While the 2003 no mint mark Lincoln penny won't fund your next vacation, it's a testament to the rich history and stories behind every coin. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of pennies and want to uncover more coin secrets, hit that subscribe button. Join us next time on Coin Chronicles as we continue our quest to find coins worth more than just pocket change. You're digging through your pocket change and stumble upon a penny. But not just any penny, a 2006 mint mark Abraham Lincoln penny. Now, what if I told you this humble coin could be worth a jaw-dropping $2.2 million? Sounds like a plot twist straight out of a treasure hunt movie, right? Well, grab your magnifying glasses and let's embark on this numismatic adventure together. First things first, let's get acquainted with our star, the 2006 Lincoln penny. Minted in Denver, hence the D mint mark. This penny features the iconic profile of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. It's a staple in our everyday transactions, often overlooked and undervalued. But as any seasoned collector will tell you, the devil is in the details. Now, you might be scratching your head, wondering how a common penny could skyrocket to such an astronomical value. The truth is it can't. As of now, there are no known 2006 Lincoln pennies valued at $2.2 million. However, certain rare pennies like the 1943 bronze cent have fetched prices in that ballpark. For instance, a unique 1943 D bronze cent sold for $1.7 million in 2010. Mistakes during the minting process can result in unique coins. The 1943 bronze cent is a prime example, as most pennies that year were struck in steel due to copper shortages during World War II. Coins produced in limited quantities are often more valuable. The 1909 SVB Lincoln cent, with only 484,000 minted, is considered a key date coin and highly sought after by collectors. Coins from notable years or with unique backstories tend to attract higher values. The 1909 SVDB cent, for instance, was the first Lincoln cent and faced controversy over the prominent display of the designer's initials. Let me share a little story. A few years back, I was helping my grandmother clean out her attic when we stumbled upon an old jar filled with pennies. Among them was a 1955 double die penny, known for its distinctive doubling error on the obverse. My heart raced as I realized its potential value. While it wasn't in mint condition, it still fetched a handsome price at auction. That experience ignited my passion for coin collecting and taught me that treasures can be found in the most unexpected places. So, while your 2006 D Lincoln penny might not make you an overnight millionaire, the world of coin collecting is filled with fascinating stories and valuable discoveries. Keep your eyes peeled, check your change, and who knows? You might just find a hidden gem that if you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of valuable pennies and want to uncover more tips on coins worth money, strategies, and personal anecdotes, hit that subscribe button. Join our community of coin enthusiasts, and let's continue this exciting journey together. Imagine rummaging through your pocket change and stumbling upon a penny worth millions. Sounds like a plot twist from a treasure hunt movie, right? Well, today we're diving deep into the fascinating world of the 1980 mint Mark Abraham Lincoln penny, a coin that has sparked countless debates, myths, and dreams of striking it rich. So, grab your magnifying glasses and let's embark on this numismatic adventure together. Before we get carried away with tales of million-dollar pennies, let's set the stage. The 1980 Lincoln penny, often found without a mint mark, was primarily produced at the Philadelphia Mint. Back then, coins minted in Philly typically didn't bear a mint mark, making these pennies quite common. In fact, over 7.4 billion of these were struck in 1980 alone. But here's where things get interesting. Some folks have come across videos and articles claiming that these everyday pennies could be worth up to $2.3 million. That's right, turning a single cent into a life-changing fortune. So, is there any truth to these claims, or are they just modern-day tall tales? Let's dig in. First off, let's address the elephant in the room. The buzz about the 1980 no mint mark penny fetching millions likely stemmed from a mix of misinformation and a sprinkle of wishful thinking. While it's true that certain rare coins have sold for astronomical sums, the standard 1980 penny without a mint mark isn't among them. Most of these coins, even in uncirculated condition, are valued between 1 cent and $14. So, what transforms an ordinary penny into a collector's dream? Several factors come into play. Errors and varieties. Coins with minting errors, like double dies or off-center strikes, can be highly sought after. The coin's grade significantly impacts its value. A penny in mint state, MS condition, especially MS65 or higher, can fetch a premium. Limited mintage or coins from specific years with low production numbers can drive up value. For instance, the 1982 small date penny from the Denver Mint, weighing about 3.1 grams, is considered valuable and can be worth up to $15,000. Let me share a little story. A few years back, I was sorting through a jar of old coins inherited from my grandfather. Amidst the clinking copper, I spotted a 1980 penny without a mint mark. My heart raced as I recalled rumors of its potential value. Armed with hope and a magnifying glass, I inspected it for errors or unique features but found none. After consulting a local coin expert, I learned it was worth 1 cent. While it wasn't the jackpot I imagined, the experience ignited my passion for coin collecting and the stories each coin holds. The majority of 1980 no mint mark pennies are common and hold minimal value beyond their face worth. However, exceptions exist. Pennies in pristine, uncirculated condition or those with unique errors can attract collectors' interest. For example, a 1980 penny in MS66 grade can be valued around $40. While the dream of finding a $2.3 million penny in your pocket change is enticing, it's essential to approach such claims with a discerning eye. The 1980 no mint Mark Lincoln penny is a fascinating piece of numismatic history, but its value typically aligns with its abundance, that if you're intrigued by coin collecting or curious about the stories behind everyday currency, consider exploring further. Who knows? You might just uncover a hidden gem in your spare change. Thank you for joining me on this coin adventure. If you enjoyed this deep dive and want to uncover more tales of coins worth money, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell so you never miss out on our latest explorations. And remember, every coin has a story. What will yours tell? Always consult with a certified coin appraiser or numismatic expert when evaluating the value of your coins. Market values can fluctuate based on various factors. All right, folks, picture this. You're digging through your couch cushions, looking for spare change to buy a coffee, and BM, you pull out a penny worth $2.40 million. Sounds like a dream, right? Well, wake up because this dream is real. There's a rare 2020 D. Lincoln penny out there that's made some lucky collector a millionaire. And guess what? There could be more still hiding in everyday pocket change. Today, we're diving deep into this jackpot penny. What makes it valuable, how you can spot one, and most importantly, how you could cash in big. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll never look at a penny the same way again. Now, before we get into nitty-gritty, let me tell you a little story. A few years ago, I was at a gas station. The guy in front of me dropped a handful of pennies, and instead of picking them up, he just shrugged and walked away. I thought, hey, free money, so I scooped them up. Fast forward to that evening. I'm sorting through my finds, and I spot an unusual penny. It looked different. Micah told me to check it out, but did I? Nope. I tossed it into a jar and forgot about it. That a month later, I saw a news article about a rare penny that sold for over $1 million. My heart dropped. I rushed back to my jar, dumped every single penny on the table. And guess what? It was gone. I must have spent it. I could have been rich, but instead, I unknowingly paid for a pack of gum with a potential fortune. So, what makes this specific 2020 D. Lincoln penny so special? Well, it all comes down to a rare minting error. The U.S. Mint strikes billions of pennies every year, but sometimes, just sometimes, something goes wrong in the process. And when that happens, collectors go nuts. This means parts of Lincoln's face, the date, or the words on the coin might appear duplicated or blurry. If the image isn't perfectly centered, that's a big deal. Some off-center errors are worth thousands. Some 2020 D pennies were accidentally struck on a silver or nickel planchet instead of copper. If you got one, you're looking at serious cash. If anything on a coin looks faded, incomplete, or extra thick, grab a lit might be a rare strike. The current market value and where to sell now. Let's talk numbers. The most expensive 2020 D. Lincoln penny ever sold went for $2.4 million at auction. But even if yours isn't the jackpot penny, don't be discouraged. There are still valuable 2020 D pennies selling for hundreds, even thousands of dollars. Auctions are competitive, and rare pennies can go for a fortune. A great place to meet collectors willing to pay top dollar. Some dealers specialize in error coins. Places like Heritage Auctions and Stacked Bowers are where serious collectors shop. There's a 2020 D. Lincoln penny out there worth $2.4 million, and maybe more. Look for errors, double dies, off-center strikes, wrong planchets, and missing details. Even if yours isn't a millionaire maker, you could still walk away with a hefty payday. Have you checked your pennies lately? If not, what are you waiting for? Go grab your change jar, check your pockets, and start hunting. Don't keep this treasure hunt to yourself. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications, because I've got even more coin collecting tips, rare finds, and strategies to help you turn spare change into serious cash.